Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to defeat writer's block. So, how do we beat writer's block? Well, writer's block, in my view, is caused primarily by two things. The first thing is if you have writer's block, it's because you don't know what you are writing about, or you don't know what you want to say. So sometimes we have this idea for a piece of content or even a book, and we get really excited about the idea. We think it would be a good idea, and then we go straight into writing, but then we're staring at that blank page, and then we just get stuck and we suffer and agonize because we're having writer's block. So in that case, what we need to do is figure out, do I know enough about this topic, or do I need structure? So if you don't know enough about the topic, even though you think it would be a good idea, what I would suggest is that you do some research. And so research doesn't have to mean becoming an expert about the topic. It just means getting on Google, doing a quick search. That way you have a better understanding of where you're at with the topic, and maybe you just need to fill in some missing blanks that would allow you to finish writing the piece of content. Or if you really want to create something super in-depth, maybe that means, after you do this initial research, you realize, oh man, I really do need to study this topic a bit more. Maybe you can go find a book and read a book about it. Places to find good books, the library. Tons of great resources at the library, a physical book. Another good place would be Scribd or Amazon. If you have like a Kindle Unlimited subscription, you can find a lot of really good content that way. Of course, you can go the easy route and find blogs and websites about this topic. However, what I have found is that the quality from a book or from like a real publication is higher and better and more unique than if you are just reading a blog. Because what happens a lot of times in competitive niches is these people are just repeating the same information over and over again and remixing the same ideas over and over again. And if you're really trying to create unique content that's really going to stand the test of time and really going to be a unique resource for people searching for that topic, you really want to be unique. You want to bring something special. So depending on your goals, I would suggest doing research with high quality research materials. So that would be a book or something like that. Okay. Now make sure real quick, if you like this video, if you would like me to continue to make more videos like this, please hit the like button, click the link in the description where you can get more resources about this topic. So the first reason why we get writer's block is when we don't know enough. So we might have an idea, but we don't have enough gas in the tank to sort of flesh out the whole idea, and so then we need to do research and get some more information. Thing number two is not having enough structure. So what I'm talking about here is an outline. So an outline is like the skeleton bones. All of the content that you put in there is like, the flesh and the blood and all of the good stuff, right? Now I have a really simple outline that I use for the majority of the sort of blogs and article content, which is the majority of content you're going to find online or that clients are going to ask you for. And it's really simple. You have an intro paragraph. You have about 3 main points that you're going to cover, and then you go into detail. And then you have a summary paragraph where you just sum up what you told them. So there's a really popular saying when you're giving a speech, you tell them what you're going to tell them. You tell them 1, 2, 3, point 1, 2, and 3, and then you tell them what you told them. So this framework, you can actually use it for even longer pieces of content. You could even use it for a book, except that each point now has some subpoints within it. So for example, if one of the main points that you want to have, you have the main point, which is the main idea, and then you have, some sub-main ideas that all together form the whole, right? And then in the introduction, you need to make it interesting and tell them what they're going to get from reading that. And then in the summary, you need to just sort of recap everything that you told them. And then what I like to do is add, a little bit of lime, add a little bit of spice. You want to add a twist to it at the end so that which is an extra perspective, or some perspective. Okay, so like now that I've told you about this thing and how cool it is, now that we've looked at it in detail, let's look at it from a distance and reappreciate it in a new way. And that's what I like to use for the summary paragraph. Okay, so if you're suffering from writer's block, it's probably because of one of these two topics. So either you don't know enough yet about the topic, which is a completely solvable problem, or you don't have the right outline or the right structure for it. And the good thing is that most pieces of writing, they tend to follow the same sort of structure, the same sort of outline, and you can copy an outline and then customize it for your needs, right? And you might think, oh, but this doesn't apply to what I'm trying to write about because I'm writing a creative piece of content. Well, poetry is well known for being very structured. For example, songs. Songs have a very clear structure. There's verses, there's choruses, there's bridges, there's these parts of the song. Even movies, they follow the three-part format. It's a three-part play, or the three-act structure, right? So these are very well-known ways of structuring creative information, creative stories, and you can use those same type of outlines in the work that you're producing as well. So if you're struggling from writer's block, no worries. It's probably one of these two things. So what I would suggest real quick, if you're still stuck, just do a quick Google search and just sort of get an understanding of the lay of the land, and then also just sort of use a simple structure that you can start to input your ideas into. That way you can get a better idea of where you're at and fill in any missing pieces. Because it really sucks to be in the middle of a big piece and then realize that you're stuck because you didn't plan ahead what you're going to write. Personally, I really fly by my pants, by the seat of my pants a lot, but I do have a general idea of where I'm starting and where I want to go, and that really makes all the difference. So no worries if you're struggling from writer's block. This is a solvable problem. The main thing is just to take action, and what I would love for you to do is for you to take action on that like button and let me know what you think, and if there's anything else that I could be helping you with. Okay? Thanks so much. See you guys later. Bye.